Welcome, fans and collectors! This is Marvel and DC 379 with another review, and today we'll be looking at Transformers Generations Titans Return Deluxe Class Blurr. A fan favorite character who made his debut in the 1986 G1 animated movie and became a regular character from seasons 3 and 4. He's basically the fastest Autobot, but he runs his mouth as fast as his feet, and he's voiced by a talented voice artist, John Moshida Jr. He's famous for his FedEx commercials and those Micro Machines commercials. So enough of that, let's begin. But first, he comes with this collectible trading card. You can see his head floating midair, which is kind of creepy, like how Emgo would say it. Titans Return across, there's the Hasbro logo, Blurr with the Autobot symbol on the right, and the stats, his normal stats and his increased stats with Hyperfire, his Headmaster, Titan Master, whatever the hell you want to call them. So yeah, I really like these cards. I'm going to start collecting them like how I used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I used to love Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid. Okay, so let's get into the vehicle mode. It's some type of futuristic hover car, and I really like it. It's sleek, it looks fast. Though in the animated movie they'd predict this is how cars would be in 2005, and we're here at 2017. But hey, it's fiction, let's not think too much about it. And I really like it, especially the shades of blue. Like there's a really nice almost sky blue here, a darker blue for most of the part, and there's a really dark blue at top of the fin or antenna, whatever you want to call it. And it kind of looks like Blurr's antenna on top of his head, which I think is incredibly nice. So there's no robot kibble at all whatsoever here. You could barely tell, so it's very well disguised. The only thing you could see are his fists right here, but it's not a big deal. And there are wheels here and here and here, so wheels very nice. So yep, so if you want them to speed, you can. The only thing I don't like is how the seat is exposed, where the windshield or the cockpit doesn't really cover it all the way up, but I think that's how it is in terms of design. And I also love the periwinkle blue here and the gorgeous Autobot symbol right there in the middle. See? So he's a Titans Return figure, so he has to have a Titan Master, Headmaster, again, whatever the hell you want to call them. I don't care. I still call them Headmasters. So here is Hyperfire. And out of all the Titans Return figures I have, this has the best paint. There's silver on his arms, a light blue on his face, a dark blue on his visor, and a grayish black on his feet. I really did wish Hasbro gave this much effort to their other Titans, their Titan Master figures, but hey, Hasbro. The only other Titan Master I know that has this amount of paint is Aimless from Misfire, which I still need to get. But hey, I've been busy. I can't always buy toys. I will when I get the chance. So articulation, standard Titan Master, Headmaster articulation, ball jointed head, ball jointed arms, hinged hips, and hinged knees, which is great for sitting him in the cockpit area. And there are pegs here and here. So there's tiny peg holes under his feet. So if you want him to stand, you can. Let's try it out right now. See? So that's really great for displays or playability for kids who actually play with their Transformers toys. He comes with a gun. It's a really nice silver plastic. It's with a blue handle. I would prefer an all gray plastic gun, but hey, this works just as much. And the silver shines really nice and there's a lot of detail. And this is the most reused gun from the Titans Return line. And there's posts right here and here, so if you want him like this, where he can shoot Decepticons and drive at the same time, you can if you want. So that's it for vehicle mode. Let's get into robot mode. And here is Blurr in his robot mode. Well, almost. You have to transform the Titan Master Headmaster thing, and like in my other Titans Return figure reviews, it's very easy. Just flip the legs and bam. And here's the cool part about Blurr. His iconic antenna can extend and retract, which is really neat, and I'm glad they were able to accommodate that for a character like Blurr. I wish they did that for Optimus Prime, but instead they have those dumb head pylon things. But oh well. So just extend his antenna, put the head into his body, and bam. Now we have Blurr. And his robot mode, the mold is very faithful to the G1 character model. You can definitely see it by just, well, seeing it. I mean, the cockpit chest, the thrusters on his shoulders, just the mold in general. So, let's take a look at the figure. And there's so many shades of blue that makes it look very nice. Like the main shade of blue, the periwinkle shade of blue on his cockpit area on his chest. There's a darker navy blue where his feet are, with bits of silver and red, so it's not completely blue, which adds variety, and I really like that. It looks very nice. So look at the head sculpt. Definitely G1 Blurr with a blue helmet, and there's that really light shade of blue for his face and the dark blue for his eyes, but you can definitely tell that's Blurr by just looking at his head. So for articulation, ball jointed head, ball jointed shoulders that can go up and down and all around, hinged elbow, swivel wrist, waist swivel, ball jointed legs, hinged knees, and the feet can go up and down due to transformation. So excellent articulation for a deluxe class. And like I said before, he comes with this gun that he can hold in his hand. And if you notice that there's a really big piece of kibble on his back, it's actually removable. So you can have him hold it like a shield. So there's a peg right there, and there's the 5mm port hand. Just put it in. See? So he's ready to fight some Decepticons. He can shoot them with range or can defend himself. But there's these ugly tabs on his back to secure the shield. So yeah, that kind of bugs me. So I'm just going to put it on his back instead. I don't think I've ever seen him with a shield before. But hey, it's your toy. You can do what you want. So, my final thoughts on this guy. In my opinion, this is the definitive Blurr in the Chug Transformers. And if you don't know what Chug means, it stands for Classics, Henkei, Universe, and Generations, which are toy lines that are basically modern G1. And this is definitely a modern G1 toy. The mold, the vehicle mode, the robot mode, just everything. But if you really want the definitive Blurr, especially with his colors, I highly recommend the Transformers Legends version. And I don't mean Legends class, Transformers Legends, which is basically Takara's equivalent of Transformers Chug toys. So thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. So until then, till all are one. So in the DC universe there's Flash, in my universe there's Quicksilver, and in the Transformers universe there's this guy. I'd like to see all three in a race, along with Sonic the Hedgehog.